It's been a long, cold journey in the shadows for Brad Ray. 31 months. That's how long it's taken to claw his way back from the margins of British boxing. A journey that began with bright lights, unbeaten momentum, and the hunger of a rising prospect has taken detours through disappointment, silence, and a ruthless reminder of how unforgiving this sport can be. Back in November 2022, the Lancashire lad stood on the brink of championship validation. 14 wins, 0 losses, 5 stoppages. He was young, confident, and ready. And then came Tyler Denny. A fight that wasn't just a title shot, it was a test of identity. Ray took the risk. He didn't hesitate. But on that night, in that ring, the margins were cruel. A close decision didn't fall his way. His unbeaten record was gone. The English middleweight belt went with it. Denny didn't look back. He marched forward, collecting accolades, stepping onto grander stages, even securing a fight at Wembley Stadium against Hamza Shiraz. And Ray, he disappeared from television, from mainstream discussion. He didn't disappear from the sport, but for 2.5 years, he wasn't on the screen. He was back in the small halls, fighting off camera, keeping himself alive in the game that had all but shut the lights off on him. That isolation ends on the 28th of June. Brad Ray returns to the big stage. At 27 years old, he headlines in Hull, live on DAZN, against Shakan for the vacant European light heavyweight title. This is no mere comeback, this is redemption written in 12 rounds. It's not just another fight. It's not just another belt. It's a moment that was earned the hard way. Ray makes no excuses about the Denny fight. He doesn't regret it. He doesn't ask for sympathy. He speaks about that night with the clarity of someone who knows the cost of ambition. Not for 1 second did I consider not taking the Denny fight, he says. Because Brad Ray isn't just another padded record. He's a fighter. He turned professional to test himself, not protect himself. He admits it. He wasn't on his best form that night. But he sees it for what it was, a bad night at the office. Some people lose their keys. Some step in puddles. He got his head punched in. That's boxing. The part that still stings isn't the loss, it's the silence that followed. He was told he'd be back. Told to keep ready. But the call never came. 6 months passed. Then a year. Then 2. The momentum was gone, replaced by uncertainty. So Ray went where he could, small shows, lesser venues, just to stay busy, to keep the engine running. And the confusion cut deep. If I was a promoter, I'm the type of fighter I'd want on my shows, he says. He brings excitement. He's got heart. He even had a Fight of the Year candidate against Jez Smith. But still, nothing. He kept getting asked by fans when he was fighting again. All he could do was shrug. It wasn't up to him. And therein lies the problem. Ray knows the system. He's lived it. That's why he believes his story matters. It's why some fighters don't take risks, he says. Because one loss, one setback, can mean 2.5 years in the dark. Boxing, at its core, is business. It's about numbers, ticket sales, profile. Promoters play the long game. And too often, they reward safety over bravery. Ray chose the hard path. He doesn't regret it, but he understands now why so many don't follow it. Even 2025 has brought him more chaos. Earlier this year, he was set to return on the undercard of R2 B2B vs Dimitri Bivol 2. It would have been a global platform. But in fight week, it fell through. Cancelled. Gone. In April, he stepped up again. Short notice. 3 days to prepare. Daniel Blender dos Santos was the opponent. European light heavyweight champ. The stakes were massive. And then, on fight day, dos Santos pulled out. Just like that. Title gone. Opportunity vanished. But fate, strange as it is, had other plans. Dos Santos was stripped. The belt was now vacant. And Ray was ordered to fight Shakan for it. Just like that, the road twisted again. And this time, it led to destiny. And through all of this, somehow, Ray is at peace. I'm where I'm supposed to be, he says. Because life outside the ring, he says, is as good as it's ever been. There's balance. There's clarity. He's found happiness, even as his career wobbled. But now it's time to bring those two worlds together. It's time to take back what was lost. Ray sees the European title not just as a belt, but as a key. A bargaining chip. A ticket back into the rooms where decisions are made. Where big fights are booked. Where stars are made and remembered. More than anything, it's about proving a point. To the people who looked away. To the ones who said he peaked early. To the gatekeepers who closed the doors. He's not asking for a favor. He's asking for a chance to show that he belongs. That he always did. Because for Ray, this isn't just boxing. This is vindication. This is a reminder that you can't keep a fighter down if he refuses to quit. This is the fight that turns silence into noise. This is the night Brad Ray gets to roar again. And this time, the world will be watching.